to give the people what they want. Good morning. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Buffalo. Good afternoon, Atlanta, Georgia. And to those of you who are watching us all over the place on our streaming platforms, welcome to another edition. Good afternoon, Sandra L. King, and all of you who are watching. Listen, I'm just getting back from the ATL. When I tell you the weather was great.
Oh, boy.
You know, I don't take my drop top down unless it's 70 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the drop top down all week.
Oh.
I got a little tan all week just from being in 70-degree weather.
Slightly jealous.
75. Oh, don't get jealous because Atlanta's going down to 30
Oh, jeez.
this weekend. Somewhere around 35. See, that's a big jump.
That is a huge
At least here in Buffalo. But I ain't going to front. I enjoy being in 75-degree weather, stuck in traffic. Matter of fact, I just saw in here about Atlanta traffic congestion continues to rise with studies showing post-pandemic patterns are busier than pre-pandemic.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. And I think that the government, state government in Atlanta, the Georgia government, that I'm sure runs the highways, like they got to come up with a plan because going 30 miles, depending on where you're going in Atlanta, you could literally, you should expect an hour.
Wow, that's crazy.
30 miles, 40 miles, to the point where you have to plan out everything.
The whole day.
Like you talked about Philly?
Yeah.
But it's not getting better, and studies are showing that pre-pandemic Atlanta had better traffic, had less congestion than right now.
I can believe that.
Yeah, the Atlanta Journal is reporting that, and I totally agree. Now, the one thing, I spend time in Florida. One thing I can say about the Santos on that I-4 up by Orlando, Davenport, Kissimmee, they expanded that joint in 1 year.
I believe it.
Like they had a whole press conference that work is starting today, and he wanted that thing done in like 7 to 8 months.
Well, I think the added benefit to Florida is all year's construction season to them.
All year.
Like they ain't got a break. They ain't got to.
And all night.
And all night.
They work all day. The only time, like the area of I-4 that I know best, they would have nighttime. Only night was around Champions Gate where there's a lot of traffic.
Right.
So they would, during the day, you can't take that down or else nobody's getting to work.
Nobody moving anywhere.
And so I just don't understand why the state of Georgia will, and I know Florida has more open land where you can expand the highway. Right. In the state of Georgia, what they have is these express lanes, but bruh. Okay, you put your, I got the little sticker and stuff on my car.
Okay.
You got to watch the digital sign because at different times the express lane is different prices.
Oh.
So during non-peak hours,
wow, express
lane might be $1. Now watch this to the next exit, and then it'll show you on the boards which exit you're getting on, what it's going to charge.
Right.
During peak hours, it can be $20.
Oh no,
Bruh, I'm not kidding you.
No.
I've been looking at the people in the express lane when it's $20. Like, oh, y'all must be rich.
Yeah, y'all good.
Or you working for a company that's paying for it.
$20.
So when I drove down there a few weeks ago, I went through North Carolina, and the GPS kept telling me get in the express lane, but I don't have the express pass.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm just waiting to get it in the mail because I don't know. It's not like Atlanta. It's not like Georgia where they tell you how much the toll is going to be. Now, I'll say this, you Buffalonians who want to live in Houston, want to live in Atlanta, God bless you.
God bless you.
Because I know it might be a lot more to do, but the one thing I don't want in my day is to spend an hour and a half sitting in traffic.
Not at all. Not at all.
And there's always an accident on I-4, on the 285, on the 85, always an accident.
Always, because no one knows how to drive anymore. And speaking of Florida, Dawn on Facebook says it is 80 degrees in Orlando right now.
Oh, you going?
Yeah.
So, I would love, Orlando is my place, Dawn. Orlando is my place. I can't get there until after Thanksgiving. I ain't going. First of all, I ain't going nowhere. Let's deal with this.
Okay.
So I'm coming back from Orlando. Don, you didn't mess me up.
Messes off.
I'm coming back from the ATL yesterday. I got a 1:30 flight. I looked at my boarding thing wrong a little bit. I didn't check in.
Yeah.
I had time to get to the gate.
Mm-hmm.
But the little witch at Frontier said that I had to check in an hour before and there was nothing she could do. It's like 4 minutes afterward because I didn't have to now get in line. I'm trying to check in on my phone.
Yeah.
It won't let me. So I get in line, and she's like, oh, first of all, it's going to cost you $25. I was like, so, I'm like, I don't have any choice. So, okay. Now she click. She reminded me of Meet the Parents when the man trying to get on the plane.
Yes.
And the little witch.
She hit you with the.
Yeah, she clicking. And I'm thinking, listen, I need you to click faster. Just give me the pouring. She going to look at me and go, well, the flight is closed. I said, what? Now, I had to be at Friendship last night.
Yeah.
I because of the incredible respect that I have for the pastor of Friendship and for Friendship and how kind they have been to True Bethel. Now, I said this last night, and I'm going to put it on blast. Friendship was first church to send over money for our construction.
Yep.
After they have spent money on their construction, I had to make it back.
Yeah.
So now I don't want to be saved for like 3 minutes because people was at the counter letting them have it.
Right.
So I wanted to be able to let them have it the same way.
You wanted to join the crash out party.
I wanted to join the crash out party. But I went to the side and I said, well, Lord, I'm going to Google search flights. There was a Delta Airlines flight leaving out. I paid the piper, trust me.
Ooh.
I paid the piper.
Same day.
Same day within 2 hours, sir.
Yikes.
Within 2 hours. I paid the piper. I got to blame it on me. Yeah. I should have checked in. I never knew you had to check in an hour before or the flight is closed. Well, probably on Delta and American and the real flights that give you stuff.
I've never heard that rule.
But I can't listen, I got that Go Wild pass.
Yeah.
You get a discount if you book the day before. Mm-hmm. So my flight was $16.
No.
Now I'm gonna give y'all the hint of how to get first class on Frontier because they call it. They got first class now.
Not first class.
It's the big seats and nobody in the middle.
Not first class.
But if you get that, if it's so I paid with the Go Wild that I think I paid $300 for the year.
Yep.
My flight was $16.
Mm-hmm.
The key is you don't choose the first class right away. Only go with that. Now you click through if you don't have any luggage.
Yep.
And you click through to choose a seat.
Mm.
First class is $35. I ain't even calling them for my refund. I'm not even calling them for my friggin' 45, whatever it is. My $50.
Yeah.
I'm eating it. So I had my little seat with nobody in the middle. They ain't got no power on there. I can't plug up my laptop, and I can't use Wi-Fi. So I just download movies.
You were saying, ain't no Wi-Fi.
So since I had to, I booked Delta and I used some points and went first class there. Now
with a Wi-Fi movie.
With a Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And wrote a whole sermon while I was flying.
Of course you did.
Because what I was going to preach yesterday. You can forgive them because God kept you. Then I was like, on the plane, I was like, I feel something else. I might preach that Sunday.
Got a little closer to heaven, heard something different.
Ooh, got up in that air. I was like, I started messing around. I'm like, wait, I want to go in a whole different direction. Big ups to Friendship Baptist Church. Great service last night. Beautiful sanctuary. And just honored to be in the house. But so now here's the second part why I had to get a flight yesterday. Because I knew today they were cutting flights out of Atlanta.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh.
So the FAA has cut flights all over the United States of America. And one of the airports that they decided,
the busiest.
40 airports across the country see a 10% reduction in flights.
The busiest.
Now, if I was on Delta, American, I ain't no fan of United, but if I was on one of them, I wouldn't worry.
Right.
When Frontier cancels your flight, they don't rebook you.
Oh, no.
No.
I mean, because your next flight out might be 3 days later.
Might be 3 days. It might. I probably could have flew out, but I wouldn't have got back till Saturday. Right?
Ended up in Denver.
Yeah. Or Idaho. Idaho. What do I want to do in Idaho? Idaho. No. So even when she was like, let me stop calling this lady a witch. Let me stop. Even when the lady said,
"Say you probably gonna have her the next time you go."
I don't care.
You be right.
I don't care. I bet you I'll be on time.
Yeah. I bet
When I say this was a lesson, this was a quarter of a year in college. But I just, it just got to the point where what you gonna be upset? What you gonna do?
Yeah.
You misread the daggone thing. You didn't check in on time. And you got a bought lesson. So go on and thank God that you. So Atlanta's among the 40 airports. So if you are traveling and this government shutdown is not over by Thanksgiving, you might not be going to see Auntie and them.
Nope.
Because if Atlanta is shutting down, so this is out of WSB TV in Atlanta, Georgia. Channel 2 Action News has learned that Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport is one of 40 airports across the country that will see 10% reduction of flights by the FAA if the government shutdown continues. Now, here is what's interesting. The head of transportation was going off this morning about, on CNN, about the government needs to get its act together and open up. What was interesting, because I'm sure he's appointed, I would imagine.
Yeah. Had to be
is
Senate approved.
he didn't side with Republicans, not in the brief time that I saw him. He actually was just like, everybody need to get it together. This is ridiculous. And I was seeing if it came up.
Oh, yeah.
But it's kind of, I'm like, when is he going to say this is a Democrat's fault? Now, what Democrats did show, so let me just say this. Get ready if you are traveling. And if you say, I already got my ticket, it does not matter. Because what airlines are doing, depending on the amount of people on the flight, they're cutting their least productive routes.
That's crazy.
Which means you could have a ticket right now, and the airline will cut. Now, here's what everybody needs to know. The government is saying if they cancel your flight, even if you got a bonus flight, a bonus cheap flight, they still have to either give you a credit or, in this case, because of what they have declared, they have to give you cash back.
Oh.
So they either have to put it back on your credit card. So everybody, you need to know this. Because what the airline will say to you is, we'll give you, they're going to go right to a credit. That's what every airline is going to go to. We'll give you a credit because that's going to bring back business for them.
Right.
When they do that, you tell them, I want my money, if that's what you want. And I want my money back because I forget about credits.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to keep up with credits.
No. And then they be expiring in a year, and I done forgot.
Right.
No.
Then forgot. Now I'm paying for another flight out of Atlanta.
Still mad.
I can tell you what. I had a 2 o'clock, I think like a 1:30, and that was the easiest I've gotten through traffic.
Wow, I bet.
And going back and forth.
Probably left at 9 a.m. to get there. Probably all the time in the world.
Honestly, I thought the boarding was at 1:30. So I was there at 12:30. I left at 11.
Wow.
Hour and 10 minutes to get to the airport.
Jeez.
Lily Miller Holloway on Facebook says, I have to book my flight to Atlanta for my mother's birthday soon for January 14th. I hope if we still shut down Lily in January.
God help us all.
God help us all. I think you're going to be fine, Lily. I think it's the ones right now during the holiday travel.
Yeah, that Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Thanksgiving for some people is bigger than Christmas.
Absolutely.
And they want it because that's that family time.
Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, Thanksgiving. So if I was going to travel, it would be for Thanksgiving.
Well, what the Dems are doing well is they are making
Holding that
the
line.
Republicans eat this.
Holding that line.
And when you have people in the White House, the spokesman for the president, saying stuff like, it'll come to them sooner or later.
Yep.
We'll give them partial. It's like, let them eat cake.
Yeah.
Like, we got to keep talking about it because it is what it is.
Yeah. Wait. Well, you say this, and she's from Georgia, but when you have Marjorie Taylor Greene sounding like the sane one,
would you say it?
We are in trouble. Like, she is on the front line. Like, we have to end this. But again, it's not about the people. She knows the midterms are on the line. And if you haven't paid attention, the Dems had a big sweep.
Big sweep all over the country.
All over the country.
I'm just mad it wasn't in Congress.
Yeah. So now, if the midterms were now, this would be a totally different ballgame. We would be flipping, right-sizing, and flipping government.
Yep.
But this is the path forward, and this is what I think sensible Republicans have been trying to say. Like, hey, we can feel the tide turning. You guys are trying to hold this line.
Yes.
And you're getting ready to cost us.
Do you know what the Vice President Vance calls court order to fully fund SNAP, and I quote, absurd ruling?
Jeez.
But you getting paid, sir.
Sure are.
You got food on your table, sir. Your friends have food on your table. My family from West Virginia, so I want to call them hillbillies so bad. But your hillbilly family is going to eat. You don't care. Vice President Vance, according to The Hill on Thursday, pushed back on a federal court ruling that directed the Trump administration to make full supplemental nutrition SNAP payments for November, arguing like this is their way out. Just say we had to do it because the court said it. No, they argue the court should not be telling the president how to spend money during a government shutdown. Somebody got to tell them how to spend them daggone money. This is like insane. A court of law. Why isn't anybody going to arrest these people? Let me not pay a parking ticket and it's too far. Here's the quote from the Vice President of the United States. It's an absurd ruling because you have a federal judge effectively telling us what we have to do in the middle of a Democrat government shutdown.
Democrat.
Vance said during the roundtable, blah, 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 what we'd like to do is for Democrats to open up the government. The Democrats said, let's open up the government. Then we can fund SNAP. And we can also do a lot of other good things for the American people. Oh, yeah, like how you doing now? Listen, everything that this government is doing is affecting the middle class and the poor. When you effectively shut down a big portion of the nation's busiest airport, the folks who are rich ain't going through Atlanta Hartsfield. They got their own I watched. This is the truth. There is a regional airport. There's several regional airports in the Atlanta area. And I was close to one of them. I watched more private jets and planes go out of that airport than I've seen.
I bet.
In my time going back and forth. I have never – they don't have to depend on Frontier. They don't have to depend on Delta. They don't have to depend on a major airline to get anywhere because they got planes and helicopters. This is only affecting the middle class and the poor. That's it.
I was going to say, so you talked about J.D. Vance's argument. I just asked for data. In J.D. Vance's home state of Ohio, about 1.4 million people are on SNAP benefits at the end of fiscal year 24, approximately 11.7% of the state's population. Your home state.
Your home state. And you eventually want to become the president of the United States.
Yeah.
And if y'all's people out there, if this is what y'all want, get the people what they want.
The Bible says you wanted a king.
You got a king.
Got a king.
If y'all don't realize that this has happened before. You want a king.
Yep.
And this man says, we say no kings, and this man goes to a country and they give him a crown.
Sure do. Crowns, planes.
Because everybody else sees him as a king. You don't the court can't tell us how to spend our money. And folks, here's the deal. Court can say it all day long. What you gonna do if they don't do it? Who do you sanction? Who do you hold in contempt of court?
You can't, because the Supreme Court has already ruled that the president has the right to make whatever decision without criminal.
And the president, as long as he is the sitting president, as long as he is the sitting president, is basically immune. So a court can say it all day. I even put up when the court said it, and I said, I expect them to appeal this.
Yes, you did. Said it last week.
Said it last week. The Trump administration had intended to fully cut off SNAP payments for roughly 42 million Americans starting this month because of government shutdown, which this week set a record for the longest in history. That led to 2 lawsuits that asserts the benefits must keep flowing. Every judge who has heard it said you must keep these benefits going. Listen, while I'm talking about this, I also want people on our Facebook page to give me places where people can go for food, whether it's in Atlanta, whether it's in Buffalo. I know here is on Wednesdays. But you know, we're making things available to our members who are on SNAP and to some others who are not members who are in just bad situations. Tracy Bottom says, I'm anxiously waiting to see if my flight attendant schedule is going to change. I have flights going to Detroit, Raleigh-Durham, Tampa, Orlando, Chicago. Yeah, even the workers, because now you got flight attendants, pilots, everybody's going to be affected if the planes are not flying out.
You know, I just since I was researching, I just wanted to take a deeper dive into Ohio.
Okay.
J.D. Vance's state. The amount of people on SNAP, out of that number, white, not Hispanic, 449,000, 63% of that 1.4 million number is white, not Hispanic in Ohio. African Americans, not Hispanic, make up 30%. Hispanic, 1%. Other, not Hispanic, 2.3. Missing or unknown, 2.8. So the majority of people on SNAP benefits in the state of Ohio, by 63%, almost twice as much, is white, not Hispanic.
I want y'all to, that's facts. Research facts. This is not just some internet pull from Google. Listen to this. 1 hour ago, this just hit the New York Times. Trump administration seeks immediate halt to court order to pay food stamps.
Yep.
I think we better pay some bills. I just got to take a breath because this is like the Twilight Zone. Like, this is our life right now. The neediest, the ones who, because I know some of y'all out there think, oh, they just lazy. You don't know what people have been through to end up in a situation where they need the help. We'll be right back.
When it comes to something as personal as your clothes, you need to deal with somebody you can trust. That's why so many people turn to Hobson's Dry Cleaning, conveniently located in the heart of the community at 874 East Delavan at the corner of Wyoming.
When you take your clothes to Hobson's, you can trust that they'll be ready on time.
You can trust that your whites will be white.
You can trust that you'll always get a fair price and service with a smile.
You can even trust that you won't have to get out of your car if you don't want to. Hobson's has a drive-through window for your convenience.
Trust is what it's all about at Hobson's Dry Cleaning.
Hobson's Dry Cleaning, your one-stop dry cleaners serving the community for over 30 years at 874 East Delavan at the corner of Wyoming. Call 891-8298. That's 891-8298.
All right, some of the stuff is coming in. I want you to call and check this information. I'm just reading. Mount Olive Baptist Church, or it says Mount Olive, so I believe they're talking about Buffalo, is giving out Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow at 10. Call and make sure. I do want to say shout out to Pastor Mount Olive. We've been on calls with Marie Cannon, Dr. Cannon from CAO, and we're working together. There are churches that are working together, nonprofits that are working together. If there are other pastors, other nonprofits that want to get in on this call to see how we work together in order to help our people. So I said it last week. All you got to do is contact me. I'll make sure Dr. Cannon, or you can you only have to contact me. You can contact CAO. Just call over CAO, let them know you're a pastor, you're head of a community organization, whatever it is, and I want to be on the calls. We want to help. Call over, have them. Matter of fact, do that. Let me take myself out the loop. Do that. Call over to CAO and tell them you want to be on Dr. Cannon's list in order to be a part of the group. If your church doesn't have a food pantry, they still need you. If your church has a van, if your church can store food, if your church is willing to give away food, if you, for instance, Mount Olive doesn't have a food pantry, but Pastor Gillison called me and said, hey, we have people over here want to volunteer over at True Bethel.
Right.
That to me,
yes,
that's how we do it. So big ups to the Mount Olive Church and for everything they're doing. But according to Angela Prim on Facebook, that's supposed to be happening tomorrow. New mayors in the two largest cities in the state of New York.
Yep.
Mandami, is that how you pronounce his name?
Yes.
We all gonna know it in a minute.
Yep.
In New York, his transition team is made up of all women.
Wow.
He made a transition team of all women.
Wow.
And then the transition team for the incoming mayor, Sean Ryan, is for rather diverse. Has a former federal prosecutor, who we all know, Trini Ross, who's going to head that. I think he's sending out a message right away.
Yes.
Like this we got a former prosecutor, so don't try nothing.
Yeah, and you just mentioned her. The other co-chair is Dr. Marie Cannon.
Yes,
so
yes.
From,
Two women.
Two women are co-chairing, and a plethora of other already. I think some of the other members of the transition team are part of the county executives cabinet. So, some expertise still in the field. So, it's, like you said, a diverse group. They did say that the police commissioner job, though, was going out for a national search.
You know what? I ain't even mad at that a little bit.
Yeah.
We've had good police. Matter of fact, I saw Grimali. I think he's
leading. Him and Charlie Torres are leading the public safety.
Now check this out. So you take a Grimalia who leaves city government work,
yeah,
and now he's the head of the transition team, which means basically he can't put his own name in.
Right.
So I just saw him in the airport a couple of days ago. I saw him in the airport, and we were having a brief conversation. And he was telling me about what he's doing right now in life. And so I was like, wow, when I saw that he's going to lead that's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
And I don't know what message is sending out, but I do think that, it's an interesting choice. I don't think it's a bad choice. He knows policing.
Right. He
now,
knows the city.
Yeah, Grimalia and I don't think it's any secret. We didn't get off to the best start. Because I was down in condos and he was I think he was the chief then down there, and it was 4th of July, and they were letting in other guests but stopping certain guests and making judgment calls about who should be allowed, and it was a guest that was coming to see me. And so we had it out kind of because I called them earlier that day and said, hey, I got guests coming in. Other people, that's what they told us to do.
Right.
If you have guests coming in, let us know. We're going to have a list. Well, I don't know where the list went. So we didn't start out great, but we ended up, when he became the head of the police department, honestly, he was good.
Yeah.
And I really felt like his heart was in the right place.
Absolutely.
He would call me as the council president, which didn't always happen when they're – I'm just going to say it like it is. I'm too old to be on this radio playing. I said to somebody yesterday, it's a dang – can I say – it's a dang shame that I have to wear the residue of the last administration. Are they outside fighting? I just saw a woman running. Yep. Is he?
He not hit.
She was running down the street. I'm sorry, y'all. She was running down the street that way, and he was kind of chasing her.
Oh, gee.
And it looked like they having, I don't know. Then they going up. Somebody call 911. That's another topic we got to talk about because a lot of females in Atlanta are getting killed by boyfriends who told them they were going to kill them.
Oh, wow.
And it happened here.
Yeah, it did.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
There's an accusation.
Yes.
But whole nother story. Shucks, I forgot what I was talking about.
If we was
I
Grimalia.
hate that.
Grimalia.
Oh yeah. So he really cared. But I feel like I wear the residue of the last administration because so many people thought, oh, he's their guy.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And the truth of the matter, and you hearing it from me, I ain't know half of what was going on the second floor.
No. We found out when y'all found out.
Exactly. But then I had to take the blame.
Mm-hmm.
I carried that, and I still do. Carry it because it's like, oh, he must have known, and I didn't know half the stuff. So it was back to Grimalia. When he became the commissioner, he did call me.
Yes.
He would call if there was a homicide. He would call if there was a fire. He would return calls. And so I had respect for that. At the end of the day, I was the council president. I knew what was going on the council. But anybody who thinks, now I ain't going to say I wasn't friends or I wasn't friendly. I was friendly, but And I got to give Councilmember Wyatt credit for informing some people who even have said, well, Pridgen was their guy. And Wyatt was like, and you could ask any council member, I wasn't anybody's guy.
No.
I was the people who elected me guy.
Yeah.
But I wasn't the past administration's guy, because half the time I didn't know what was going on, and I don't know why, but that was how it was designed.
Yeah.
So, to Heart, Love, and Soul 930. This is food.
Yep.
You see it all?
Yeah, former legislator Steed said Heart, Love, and Soul 939 Ontario, Niagara Falls, Monday through Friday, 10 to 1. Sarah Lynn, basically, I think she was saying, check with your United Way. They're supposed to be giving out gift cards, but she called one today and they were already out. So if you have a United Way by you, just reach out to them before traveling. Elijah Max at the grocery spot, 2615 Donald Holloway Parkway in Atlanta. Nightcap in Niagara Falls, 716-285-6134. No address, but there it is, 564 19th Street, Tuesday through Friday, and closed over the lunch period. So a couple in Niagara Falls, one in Atlanta, one might be nationwide by calling your local United Way.
That's a real good point. Thanks, Sarah Lynn, for that. Call your United Way, and thank you, Elijah, for one of our Atlanta listeners who just sent in. And keep them coming on Facebook of places in Buffalo and in Atlanta, or on our YouTube. I can see that too. Sybil, I see you on Sybil Morton, and others who are on Facebook. Buffalo and Atlanta, and even if you're in other places, but those are our two main listening audiences. So please, that's where we're live on the radio, is at Buffalo and Atlanta. So that's why I'm asking for feedback from Buffalo and Atlanta.
I will say, since we talked about mayors, we also have to congratulate Mayor Dickens in Atlanta. He got reelected as the
my God.
So
he didn't get reelected. This man, I want to say it was like 80-something%.
Oh, yeah.
he didn't get reelected.
Nah.
He just got coronated or something. I don't know.
He just walked back.
He just walked. This man just walked back in like he ain't even need to spend money.
No.
Now here's the crazy thing. Now maybe in I got to take back. I was gonna say I didn't see a lot of signs for him, but I wasn't in. When people say they in Atlanta, a lot of times they ain't in Atlanta proper.
No, absolutely.
They around Atlanta.
It's like saying Buffalo, and you out in Orchard Park or Chickawaga.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go. So I got to take that back, because I try to stay out of Metro Atlanta unless it's in between 10 a.m. But you need to be on your way out.
Oh boy, yeah.
By 1:30.
Oh, that makes complete. I totally get that.
10 a.m. to 1:30. You can run down, get you something to eat right quick. But when you look at that GPS and it's on green, you be so happy. And then you look down and it go to orange, you like, uh-oh. And once it turned red, now let me tell you this, and then we'll go to the next topic. So my car down there drinks a lot of gas. And I didn't realize it when it was here. Right? I can go a week, but I ain't got to go far. I ain't got to sit in traffic.
Right.
I had to fill up. I was there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday. I had to fill up 2.5 times. It broke my heart.
Jeez.
When I say it broke my heart, it broke my heart. Tim says they're in Georgia. It's a difference. I'm not sure which one we're talking about. Tim, you got to give me a little bit more. And by the way, I didn't know, and Tim, I'm saying this now because I saw you live yesterday. I didn't realize that the death you had in your family was of your brother. So big ups and much respect. Our hearts are with you. But yeah, man. Okay, let me move on. What else we got on that?
No, I think we closed the loop on the mayoral elections, New York City. Now, I guess the quick segue, I don't know where the next topic is, but, there is the lot of conversation, especially with, because I know 50 Cent came out as soon as he won, who was a rapper, of course, from New York City. And he said with Mondani winning, it's the death of New York City.
Wow.
And of course, when former Governor Cuomo was at his concession speech, they started booing, and he tried to keep the crowd together and, saying we have to work together. So, he was delivering the right message. But you have a lot, and I don't know if it's just the elite Democrats. I don't know what the full consensus is, but you have a lot of people that are scared in New York City because of this democratic socialist persona. So, and that wave or movement thinks it's get ready to be a ground sweep across the country. But then you have the moderate to conservative Dems that's like, we don't want that either. So I think that's the next brewing dynamic in the Democratic Party, and that's where you're going to need some leadership, because a lot of the leaders, they felt some of those people felt like, oh, no, y'all just waited till the last minute to ride the train. So now it's like, okay, so now we're a year to midterms. How does this dynamic stay together? Like you said, how do we keep working together to get and not let that break us apart?
Yeah, because, Dem's got a lot of work to do. Let me, before I move on, talk about this from Spectrum News about donating food, because a lot of people are looking for places where can I donate food. And they just gave some rules. And it says the first rule is to donate with dignity. Make sure items aren't expired, damaged, or have a broken seal. Like, don't open up your syrup, and because you don't want that syrup no more, you take it to somebody else. That's not going to go. No food pantry is going to accept it. Even if they accept it and they discover it's open, it's going in the garbage. Check your dates. I can't take half of what's in my refrigerator or in my cupboard, because I'm an expired guy. And I eat expired food if it's in the can. Now I haven't really cooked out of a can in a while. By the way, I'm at 164.5. Now I thought being away that I would gain it back. I know they ain't going. Oh, I was about to say, now I know y'all ain't going back. If she ran down that street this way, ran up this street this way, and back, you need to leave.
See, this is the problem, y'all, when we got the window open behind us.
I love it.
It's so easily distracting.
And forgot what I was talking about again. What I just said?
164. You're 164. And
I'm 164.
You thought going to the
so I thought going to that I was gonna come back a little heavier, and I'm not. I'm still losing. Plant-based, I ain't gonna hold you. I had plant-based fish tacos that I made. I don't know. It's like fish patties.
Yeah.
Like a Van Camps or whatever.
You don't even know what it's made out of.
With like a beer batter covering. 2 patties is only 200 pounds, but it's also 200 pounds. 200 calories. However, it's all plant-based, 100%. When I tell you, so check this out. This is the truth. Jaden wanted to try it. He makes one. Because all you do when you cooking plant-based, you don't have to cook it long. So you thaw this out for 1 minute.
Yep.
Then put it in a little grease in a pot. He ate another one. He was like, oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I bet.
I don't know what they're doing. And it's got to be. Now, listen to this.
I don't know what they're doing.
It's got to be super processed. Because it even smelled a little bit. So they must have put a little fish oil on it. But I'm not kidding you. I don't know what's happening with me. I'm the guy that said I would never eat plant-based stuff.
Listen. I'm with you. There's certain things that I would have never done. We had the one conversation about spaghetti squash. I've never had that in my life. I'll tell you what I tried the other day: avocado toast.
Okay, so I've never had an avocado.
Well, I didn't either. Well, yes, I have, and I never liked it because I'm a consistency person.
Okay.
When I tell you this was amazing.
Like, what's the taste of an avocado?
Honestly, you can't even describe it, but it was the perfect combination of the right bread, the butter on the toast, biting into a little bit of heat because I need the heat. It was actually really good.
So I try to stay away from bread in this season.
Yeah.
So I did have a plant-based burger out at a restaurant recently.
Okay.
And I took the bun off the top, and then I only ate a little bit of the bun just to have a little bit.
So that's a little substance.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And at least you don't feel completely bad or heavy afterwards. That's the beauty of it.
That's the beauty and even putting on clothes and things are closing up properly now, like what they were made for.
No grabbing in this.
Yeah. So I got to apologize to all of my vegan friends out there. And I'm not vegan. Because I said this week I was going to eat fish. But I am. Now, I don't know because I bought that pack in Georgia. But I am going in New York. And I am going to – I already bought a whole lot of stuff from Tops. I'm going today because I want fish. And that fish was okay.
Okay.
So I'm trying.
Hey,
I'm trying not to be a big back anymore.
It's all about the effort.
It's the effort.
And like I said, you can reward yourself every once in a while.
I will.
Yeah.
Because I did have, I don't know. To be honest, this week I really didn't have any meat.
Wow.
Maybe. Nope, not for real. Yes, I did. Waffle House.
Oh, yeah, I got to go to Waffle House.
Okay, now I got to tell you because I'm going to post this later.
Look, I was going to say, got to go to Waffle House.
Went to Waffle House.
Got to.
All I had was sausage, though, and grits. I just want the grits and eggs.
Really?
But I need a little protein.
Okay.
So I had grits and eggs. That's all I ever get at Waffle House. I never get a waffle. So let me tell you how weird I am, and then let me tell you about the guy with the gun in Waffle House.
Oh, jeez.
And I have a video.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I didn't get all of it good.
Okay.
Because I was sneaking.
Mm-hmm.
So I had that, and it was okay. It was okay. But that's all of the, everything else I had was plant. I had the plant-based sausage for breakfast, and that was it. And the fish, and I even bought some like steak and vegetables that was mixed together.
Mm-hmm.
Plant-based.
Wow.
Thai. It was like a Thai seasoning on it.
Okay.
That's what I ate.
You changing the game over here.
I'm not trying to, but I feel better.
Yeah.
And I feel healthier.
You really do. And like I said, even for me, like I said, I'll go fruit, veggie, and nuts at 14 days at a time just to kind of test my body and clean it out, basically, which is a true Daniel's fast. But and you'll be surprised. Like once you make it through the third day, and you're like, oh, I could do this. I could do this. It's not an issue. And a lot of times we say what we can't do, but that's all because it's what we've been exposed to.
Yes.
But you trust me, you're not making chitlins every day, so you can give them up. Because like you don't need liver and kidney because you don't make it every day, so you can give it up.
So what do you think about open carry? You and I both are licensed gun holders.
Yep.
I believe in the right to carry arms.
Yes, absolutely.
And I have arms.
Yes.
I got arms.
Yes.
I got arms all over the place.
Yeah. Try me if you want to.
You better not bring in my house while I'm in my house.
Right.
Georgia is an open carry state now. Right?
Yes.
I'm in Waffle House.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy across from me.
Yeah.
I'm ear hustling.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell he on a first date with somebody that he probably met online because he giving too much information.
Oh boy!
But he older. This ain't no young kid.
Oh, he trying to set the stage.
I look and I'm like, is that a knife on his side? Mm-mm. It's a gun.
Wow.
in the holster at Waffle House. So now I'm paying attention.
Right.
And then he says, oh, yeah. And he pulls the gun out.
Oh.
God is my witness. I'm sitting there looking to show her, and he's holding it like this by the handle.
You're kidding.
Now I'm getting my phone because I'm getting ready to record, but by the time I get the phone, he's put it back in the holster, but I get him as he's holding on, putting it in the holster.
Wow.
In Waffle House. I don't know, even though I'm a licensed carrier here in New York State, and we got reciprocity in all these other states when we went to Erie and got that license, I'm not walking around with a gun on my side because I feel, now he was a good old boy.
Yeah, of course. You didn't even have to say it.
But when he got up, he was bent over.
Yeah.
So somebody said, who I was at breakfast with, like, he might need that gun because you go talking stuff, somebody going to topple you over.
I was going to say, he ain't fighting nobody. He quick draw McGraw.
He quick draw. Well, he old, so he wasn't going to draw too quick, but he probably could draw. I think that's the most horrible thing. You pulled out your gun with kids in the build. There was kids at other tables. Like, and I don't even know if in open carry you could just pull out, unholster your weapon.
And that's what I was getting ready to say. I think even in an open carry area, state, region, county, whatever you want to call it, I think there still has to be parameters, right? Like, you can't be just waving it around in a public space and just be like, hey, yeah, I got my gun on me. Like, that's part of the whole class. Like, that's one of the first things you teach, you learn of in the class of when not to, when how to. Like, this is just, yeah, because even carrying concealed, I'm not just going to whip it out because I was trained, if you show it, you use it. So to just be in the middle of a restaurant and flashing it is
just
crazy.
So I looked it up, of course, and according to a Legionnaire holsters, in open carry states, openly carrying a firearm means it must be visible and secured in a holster.
Yeah.
Removing or unholstering the weapon in public is often restricted and can be considered, quote, brandishing, which is a crime in most. He was brandishing because he was showing out for this woman.
Right.
Showing your weapon by taking it out at its holster or handling, it can alarm the public and prompt police response regardless of your legal right to open carry.
That makes perfect sense. You could out here causing hysteria.
I wish I had got the video of him pulling out to show this woman at the table. Angela Prim says a lot of people I know that live in Georgia carry. Yeah, a lot of people, because it's so easy to get it. Tim, he always talking about I'm greedy. Bishop, stop it. There you go. You just greedy, Jay. Have a problem with food. Don says I agree. You just have to make up your mind. I think she's talking about eating plant-based.
Yep.
I'm going to fast at least twice a month. Veronica, this thing changed my life. Open carry allows you to carry a firearm in plain sight while it remains secured. Unholstering or handling, except in self-defense or lawful use, may violate the law and be seen as threatening, regardless of your open carry rights. Most states, including Georgia, prohibit brandishing. You are generally required to keep it in your. This is what I think. I think if. And I ain't playing, we can play whatever card we want to now.
Yeah, sure can.
I know if I had pulled out a gun.
Tackled and shot.
In the middle of Waffle House.
Tackled and shot.
To show somebody. Like, he dangling it around.
Did he at least take the mag out, or is it a revolver?
No, it was a mag.
Oh, that's even worse.
He never took the magazine out.
That's crazy.
So I think these states that are doing this open carry, because I believe Florida now, last I checked, they do it. And I told you when I went to buy a gun in Florida, it was so easy because they have these Florida gun shows that move from city to city. It goes from Orlando, it's in Tampa, then the next couple weeks it might be. It's at least once a month in a different city. And when I tell you, when I walked in there, and Trump's picture was all over the place, I still walked in there. But to buy a gun in the state of Florida, They didn't make me take a anything because I'm a veteran. So you're supposed to take this like 2-hour course, but you can sign up for it right at the gun show. So when they saw on my license I was a veteran, he's like, "Oh, veterans don't have to." Now listen, I don't understand why veterans don't have to, because everybody in the military didn't carry a gun. Some of y'all could have been cooks.
Steven Seagal.
Now you got a whole gun because you was in
whatever gun you want to. Like,
whatever gun. You literally go in the gun show, and it's thousands, tens of thousands of guns, thousands of people. Pick out a gun, and they literally get on the computer and run your Social Security and your name, some other stuff, and you sit there maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes until your computer background check comes back. And guess what? You walk out of the place with a gun. You walk out. You walk out like Quick Draw McGraw. Now, y'all can say whatever you want to about the state of New York. At least there are some boundaries. Now, does it take too long? Sometime. It does. But I'm going to tell you this. I'd rather for it take too long than for somebody to walk out too quick.
And sometimes that's based on the county, because Niagara County, you can be like 3 to 4 days too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you got if you got residency in Niagara County, yeah, it could be super quick.
So it's not just, it's the county.
It's the county.
So I will say in Erie County, sometimes it can take you 3 to 6 months, depending. But I don't want somebody to get a gun because they mad.
Right.
They're upset.
Yes.
And they can run in there and get it in days or hours.
Yep.
And in Florida, which is a stand your ground, I'm getting more reasons not to be in Florida. Because if somebody tell you don't come back on their property in Florida and you come back on, it's a stand your ground state.
Standing.
To me, that's dangerous. It is irresponsible. And I do think there needs to be a period of training. New York State, you have to be trained.
Right. Yep.
There needs to be a proper gun handling, all of that. Not just I go into a gun show, and I think the class was like $80. And you could just walk into the class. Because when I was filling out the paperwork, the lady said, "Oh, the class already started, but you can go in." Well, what if I missed?
You missed the most important part?
What if I missed the part where they said, "Don't pull out your gun at Waffle House"? What if I missed that, ma'am? She said you can go in. And then when they looked at my license,
It's all veterans.
they said, "Oh, you a vet?" I said, "Yeah." "Oh, you don't have to go in. You can go right on in the show."
Enjoy. Pick out what you want.
Some of us who was in the military ain't right.
Right. They ain't checked to see if he was honorably discharged, nothing just.
Well, maybe that's a part of their little Social Security search.
Oh, boy.
But I've had more problems buying shoes than I have a gun in Florida. I had to wait longer on some items to come from Amazon.
See, here we back at it. The other week it was can't even build a doghouse in Buffalo.
Shucks. Don't get me back to the start about that banquet hall that's being built while we can't even go get a banquet dinner. We can't go get, some people can't go get a banquet TV dinner.
You sure can't.
And this man just had a big old party for Halloween with rich people. Like if playing in my face
Had a picture.
had a picture, it would be the president. How you gonna play in our face like that? People don't have Snap, but you got a banquet. You having a banquet for Halloween. I think I brought that up already. Guess how much Trump is getting ready to get? 2 hours released in pay package now. They just voted. $1 trillion.
Oh, Elon.
Elon Musk.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
$1
Trillion.
trillion. I don't even know what a trillion look like. That's next from a billion, right?
Yeah.
Tesla's new chapter begins as Elon Musk.
Another
What
set of
time
3
is it?
zeros. So you got 3 minutes.
All right. Did we pay all the bills? We got to
Now
pay
we got
one
one
more.
more. I'll close out with it.
All right. Begins as Elon Musk gets his $1 trillion pay package. Tesla shareholders approved CEO Elon Musk's new pay package, one that could reach $1 trillion in overall compensation. Tesla said Musk's package passed over with 75% approval.
Did you get your letter to vote?
Oh, for Tesla?
Yeah.
I don't have Tesla stock.
Oh, okay.
No. I sold it all.
I was going to say, I think I might. I got to see if I got to, but it depends on what classification stakeholders got to vote.
Well,
so.
stocks went down. They're going down right now as we speak. And I mean, it's been at its highest.
Yeah. October
was at its highest. April was part of the lowest. It's at almost $500 if I'd have kept it.
Yeah.
Because when I bought the last time, it was like $250.
I was going to say, and when I saw breaking news about Tesla, I thought they were splitting the stock again. And I thought that's what the news was. Then I saw, wait, he's getting ready to get a compensation of $1 trillion?
$1 trillion.
Must be nice.
I might not be a Democrat socialist, but I could tell you this. I get it. I get some of where they're coming from as far as let's even the playing field for the poor.
Yep.
Let's be okay with talking about the poor. Let's be okay with talking about the homeless. Let's being okay with putting our dollar, because this man, he make money off the government too.
Yep.
But you want to downsize the government.
Yeah.
You were the head of the government efficiency office that fired people and closed offices, and you're about to make $1 trillion.
Downsize so he can get corporate contracts, government contracts.
If make that make sense, had a face, it is a $1 trillion package for Elon Musk. Now, I know what some of you will say who know what I drive. I like the car, not fond of the person. And when I find another one, I'm out. That's all. That's it, and that's all. I got to pay the last bill. Thank you for joining us. Stay safe. Stay woke. Until next week, power to the people.
Brian K. Lewis Funeral Home has 3 locations to serve you in Buffalo: 347 Peckham, 2258 Bailey Avenue, and Providence Memorial Chapel at 1275 Sycamore. Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes offers traditional services, and they have services for all faiths. And at Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes, they have air-conditioned parlors and chapels. Financing is available, as is limousine service. At those difficult moments in your life, Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes is available where you are with counseling services. Call toll-free 877-885-7734. That's 877-885-7734. Or locally, 845-5545. Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes. We are here to serve you, here to serve this present age. Call today, toll-free, 877-885-7734. Or email info@brianklewisfuneralhome.com.